Welcome. I'm here to talk to you today about KeepFit's mobility package. This is a fantastic tool set for really loosening up muscles, breaking up the fascia, releasing those fibrosis bonds that keep you tight and immobile. This is perfect, not just for therapeutic reasons, but also for warming up and just staying loose. This is an incredible asset to add to your stretch routine and your warm-up routine. These tools will assist you in breaking up the bonds that are not just under the skin, but also the fibrosis that seeps into the muscles, the muscle bundles, and the muscle tissue as well. So the kit comes with a lacrosse or a massage ball. This is perfect for working on trigger points, so be it against a wall, whoop, got away from me, be it against a wall, working into your shoulder blades, working up into your traps as well, or down on the ground. You can use it to pinpoint the sciatic nerve back there at the top of your glutes, or even into your IT bands where a lot of tension is stored. You just place it on the ground, roll it back, find a spot that's particularly sore or tender to the touch of the ball, and just sit into it as much as you can, allowing it to release. You really want to be able to relax and breathe with this tool. Now, whereas this tool is really cool and helpful for trigger points, when you really want to get some deep work done, you turn to Voodoo bands or to floss bands. These things are called Voodoo because they're pretty magical. They are addictive in the sense that you really love the way they make you feel afterwards. Now, it's a little intense when you first start off. So start off, or I recommend starting off with the light band. There's always a light and a heavy band in the set. So start off with the light band. The heavy band will become your friend when you start doing a lot of leg, ankle work, and shoulder work as well. But for starters, start off with the light band and work your way into it, because it can be very intense, especially if you're dealing with therapeutic uses for it. So if you had injuries and you're trying to break up scar tissue, there's going to be a lot of tenderness there. These bands are made to wrap, and they're made to wrap fairly strongly around your muscles. What that is doing for you is breaking up the fascia inside once you start moving. So it's a compression, but then once you have it compressed, you're going to get up and do something with that muscle region. So if I want to wrap my elbow, if I'm trying to relieve strain in my elbow by breaking up the fascia in the muscles of my forearm and the muscles of my upper arm, my bicep, my tricep, then I wrap it and I do some curls, or I do some push-ups, or some kickbacks perhaps. I work on the range of motion of the muscle group that I have wrapped. So you can wrap your shoulder and do some circles and some passovers. These things are going to target the region that's wrapped and help loosen it up. You want to force that range of motion as much as you can. Not any pain involved in this. There should never be pain. It is going to be intense pressure, and the blood flow is going to be restricted, but you don't want it to be painful, and nothing outside of your normal range of motion. So wrap it tight, go through some range of motion, and you'll be amazed at how you feel once you take it off. Let's talk about how to wrap it up now. So if I'm going to do my calf and into my knee section, I start with the band, I get it around wrapped once. Doesn't have to be too tight for that. Now from here, you want to keep it at around a 50% coverage. You don't want to go more than that. You want the pressure, the compression to be even. So if you're overlapping each one at 50%, you're in good shape. From there, you want to focus the pull before the area that you want the pressure to be. So if I'm going to focus here in the front of the knee, I have to pull here and then wrap. If I want the pressure to be on the back of my calf, I have to pull down here and wrap. So pull right before the spot where you're focusing the pressure. Keep the coverage 50% of the other wrap. You can go above and below. If you really want to get intense, you can put one band below and one band above. But this is a great way to relieve pain and tension in the knees, a spot that is really easy to injure, really easy to wear out. I mean, let's face it, we're on our feet a lot, and especially if we're wanting to perform as athletes, you're going to put stress on your knees. So having a tool like this that will allow you to break up the fascia that builds up in the muscles and tendons and ligaments around the knee is really going to help you increase your performance. So, you wrap it, it's a simple tuck. You just raise a little bit of it and tuck it under, it's staying, it's not going anywhere. Now, it's wrapped, and this is pretty intense compression of the leg here. From here, you can do simple movements, just extensions. You can stand up and do butt kicks, or you can go through the motion of a squat. It's this range of motion. It's working it through its ability and the muscle, putting a little bit of pressure on it by doing some squats or doing some motions, leg curls, that put tension on the muscles. It forces the muscles to work despite the compression. And that is in there massaging all the fascia, all the fibrosis out of the muscle tissues and even the skin tissue on the surface level. But deep down inside, it's doing a lot of work because the muscles are moving back and forth across one another. That's where all the magic happens, and that is what leaves you feeling amazing as soon as you take it off. Automatically, I feel like putting it on my other leg and getting the other leg done because this one feels loose now. The KeepFit Mobility Package is a fantastic set that will increase your range of motion, your flexibility, and decrease any discomfort or pain you have. All in all, it's going to help you perform better. That's what it's all about. Check out the Mobility Package by KeepFit, play with it, and feel the benefits.